It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
I thought you said Monday.
Like mundane, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Today's game finds the Grizzlies winding down their road trip. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And during this streak, guys, one thing you can see on this team is that everybody's role is clearly defined. Every player knows exactly what's expected of them. All the pieces seem to be fitting together perfectly.
Yep, and there isn't a more confident team in the NBA right now. Believe me, none of the guys on that team think this winning streak has happened by accident.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Carter in at the 3 slot. And Gasol gets it to go.
And Marc Gasol has become one of the league's most proficient post scorers. I mean, how about the footwork on that low block? He is a load down low.
And it's Wiggins missing. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And it's Carter missing. Here's Minnesota. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Conley with it. He had 10 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
Now here's Gasol. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Gasol.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Garnett kicks to Martin. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota on D. Carter, the pass to Randolph. Cans the 12-footer. Randolph's got his first basket.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
And Rubio kicks to Garnett. From 18 feet away. And Towns gets it to go.
Yeah, just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimmick.
Now here's Allen. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Misses from close range.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Carter pulls it in. Memphis leading. Allen outside. To the inside. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got his first points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Martin. The tray. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Dave Yeager. We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio, such a tremendous passer and floor general. Coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside Conley, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And he lays it up and in. Rubio's got his second bucket of the night.
This is not a tough case to crack. I mean, if they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on defense.
You know, you can't fall asleep in transition. Everybody needs to hightail it back to stop these fast break chances.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
The Grizzlies trail by 6.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Stolen by Rubio. Here's Martin, throws down the breakaway jam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Allen outside. Here's Randolph. Got a piece of it.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
The lead pushed to double digits. Wiggins has got his second basket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Gasol, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. And Gasol gets it to go. Timberwolves leading by 8. Wiggins outside. Inside from the stripe, and it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Wiggins. And that's now 6 points here for Ricky Rubio.
Well, guys, in the NBA, you learn things by doing them in game-time action. And Andrew Wiggins had plenty of time to learn on the job. He was second in the league in minutes played last season, only behind James Harden.
Looking over the numbers again, Greg, Wiggins logged a ton of minutes as a rookie, over 36 minutes a game, Clark. That led all rookies in the NBA.
And how about leading everybody in the league in minutes played after the All-Star break, Kevin? Almost 40 minutes a game is what he averaged after the All-Star break.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jarnell Stokes, he's checked in for Gasol. Wright comes in for Zach Randolph. Green, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And it's Udrich in for Allen. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Clark, thinking back to when Mike Conley was drafted 4th back in the 2007 draft, 4th overall. He wasn't an instant starter, but he has gotten better every season.
Yeah, it took him a little while. I mean, he was only a freshman coming out of college back in 2007. A slow start. He had to fight for minutes, grind away. The Grizzlies kept trying to get his replacement, it appeared, but he stayed the course, and now He's their franchise point guard.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean talk that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
You know, you think back, the Grizzlies contemplated trading Mike Conley early on in his career, and I tell you what, aren't they glad that cooler heads prevailed? I mean, his rise has helped propel them to one of the top teams in the Western Conference.
Here's Martin. Michael Conley making his last shot. Martin kicks to Towns. Shot from 16, and it's good off the glass. Towns has got 8 points.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Udrich. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. 5 on the clock. Here's Stokes. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And Mike Conley may be the best player in the NBA never to make an all-star team. I really feel like it's unfair to call him underrated now, because if you go around our league, all teams respect what he's been able to do in Memphis.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Towns. And Gorgie Dang subbed in for Kevin Garnett. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Leading by 5. Kicks it to Jang. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Jeff Green on the wing. Fades away. Rebound by Dang. Timberwolves leading by 7. In the corner, it's Martin. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Conley. 7 points in the game.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. And here is Conley. It'll count. And that's not going to go. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Allen and Green are the wings. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Udrich in at the 1. 5 to shoot. Allen dishes to Randolph. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Randolph's got the first basket of the second quarter for Memphis. Minnesota leading by 7.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And for Memphis, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And he gets it to go. 6 points for Marc Gasol.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Towns, the pass to Dang, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Towns. He's averaging 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Jang. And for Gorgui Dieng, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor, but I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow.
You know, on the topic of Dieng, he did improve in practically every category in year 2. Offensively, though, he still looked a bit mechanical. And on defense, he still went for too many head fakes, but you've got to like his upside. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now, here is Martin. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas. Wiggins kicks to Dieng. Clock at 6. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Allen with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Ball's knocked loose. The drive by Allen. No good with the layup.
And talking about Gorgui Dieng, he recorded 22 points and 21 rebounds in the game his rookie season. Amazingly, it was the first ever 2020 game by a Timberwolves rookie. The Wolves, of course, once home to Kevin Garnett and Kevin Love, so that's pretty good company.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And Dieng drops them both.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. And the dunk by Towns.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Now a timeout called by Memphis, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they force.
And one thing the box score doesn't show us is how many points came as a direct result of those turnovers. But I think it was a huge factor.
Minnesota making a switch here. Garnett's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Udrich dishes to Randolph. Got a hand on it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so here's Memphis. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns, here's Allen. Drops in the layup for two.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Towns. It's Martin on the wing. Back to Rubio. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Shoots from the elbow. Randolph can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Towns, the pass to Garnett. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Now here is Carter. He had 10 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And Wiggins throws it down.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Carter against Wiggins. From the line. And that one comes up a bit short.
Could it have been any other way? I mean, last season, KG returning to the Wolves. I mean, the entire city was buzzing for his return.
That's good. Here's Udrich. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Towns comes with a double team. Gasol against Martin to stop the run. Gasol, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And guys, KG is so loved and has given so much to the area of Minneapolis, St. Paul, the state of Minnesota. He really, Clark, views it as his home.
And Kevin, you started with him there in Minnesota.
Yes.
When he got underway in the league. Fans love having him there and involved with the franchise again for sure.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And, you know, for Garnett, after his playing days are over, I got to believe he's going to be looking to take some ownership in this Wolves organization. He is a beloved figure here in Minneapolis.
Muhammad, he's checked in for Minnesota. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jarnell Stokes, he's checked in for Gasol. White comes in for Zach Randolph. Jeff Green is checked in for Tony Allen. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Udrich. Now here's Wright. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver.
And if KG did become a shareholder in the Wolves, it would be wild. I mean, could you imagine how intimidating contract negotiations would be with him sitting across the table?
Now Rubio. Carter's missing on the three. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. The dish now to Martin. Lets it go with a three. And another three for Minnesota.
And two more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Green kicks to Carter. Conley dishes to Carter. They need this one. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That one is on Towns. And for those younger folks who might not be familiar, go online and look at some old clips of Vince Carter. In his prime, Clark, one of the great dunkers the league has ever seen.
And for my money, the greatest game dunk in pro basketball history belongs to him. With Team USA back in 2000, jumped over a 7-2 center and punched it on him. Hard to top that.
And you think back to Vince Carter starting his career with the Raptors, an 8-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA selection, and he really introduced Canada to the NBA game.
Carter hits them both.
And for Vince Carter, a superstar in his prime when he was with the Raptors, and his departure left some bad feelings there, no doubt. But, you know, you think back to last season, though, in Toronto, they played a video tribute which brought Vince to tears. I mean, that was nice to see the reconciliation.
Here's Green after the basket by Minnesota. Back to Conley. Lets it go with a three. Good. Conley's got 10.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now, here's Rubio. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Pass to Martin. Back to Rubio. Got a piece of it.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Pass to Conley. Here's the three. Here's Wright. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The pass to Rubio. Shot left block. Hits the front of the rim and out. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Inside. And the basket by Stokes. Stokes has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Timberwolves leading by 21. To the wing right side. Here's Muhammad. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Timberwolves have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Muhammad. And so he makes both from the line. 8 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Conley into the lane. And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Timberwolves on top, just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
They're getting completely outworked on the glass. Giving up that many rebounds is how you dig yourself into a hole like this, Ernie. They want to close the gap on the scoreboard. They got to close the gap on the boards. You like that, Ernie? They want to close the gap on the scoreboard. They got to close the gap on the boards. Oh, so good.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
Garnett out there with Towns. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Andre Miller. And it's Muhammad in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Flip Saunders.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the score by Memphis. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Randolph. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's now 10 points for Zach Randolph.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Conley. He's got 10. Carter outside. The feed now to Gasol, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Towns. And we know the Marc Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark, all along, most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs.
The first one falls.
Marc Gasol, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. That one misses.
Oh, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is whether or not your teammates like you.
That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Miller kicks to Garnett. Back to Miller. Dishes to Pekovic. Fade away. Cannot hit. Gasol with the defensive effort. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Conley with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And it's Carter penetrating, knocks it loose, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top 3-point shooting wingman in the league. 5th on the list, Andrew Wiggins.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the 3 isn't all, though, that they do, but it sure is a lot of what they do.
They are your classic dual threat small forwards. Their 3-point shooting is phenomenal, but they can still slice a defense open with their ability to get inside and attack that rack.
The Grizzlies trail by 21.
Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Some changes for Minnesota. Martin's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Andre Miller. Here's Allen. Feeds to Carter. Memphis moving that ball around. Gasol kicks to Randolph. Carter outside. That one goes. Count it. Carter's got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And he gets it to go. Pekovic has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Allen passes to Gasol. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Here's Conley following the basket by Nikola Pekovic. Gasol, a screen on Wiggins. Outside Carter. And it's Carter again missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Pekovic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in. Yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Beno Udrih, he's checked in for Memphis. Both free throws good from Pekovic. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Randolph. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Timberwolves leading by 23. Kicks to Pekovic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league rankings. First in assists, first in field goal percentage, and they're also number 1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Towns, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Tony Allen. Both free throws good from Pekovic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Conley dishes to Randolph. Fires from the wing. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Right side, Martin. Got a piece of it. Here's Pekovic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Talk about a terrific game for Pekovic. He's got 10 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Nikola Pekovic.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Right, he's checked in for Zach Randolph. Both free throws good from Pekovic. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Here's Wiggins, following the score by Memphis. On the wing, Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Wiggins. Connects in the foul line jumper. Wiggins has got 8.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Conley kicks to Green. Back to Conley. At the elbow, it's Gasol. No good with the elbow jumper. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Towns kicks to Martin. Rubio the pass to Pekovic. Puts up the baby hook, and he gets it to go. He's got 14.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Left side Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich. 11 points for Marc Gasol.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Towns dishes to Wiggins. Gasol with the steal. Green kicks to right. No luck. So Minnesota will take it the other way. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Rubio with a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Green. Knocks down the 10-footer.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Here's Towns. The stupendous finish in traffic. Towns has got 17.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball, resulting in high-quality shots.
That's good.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Rubio the pass to Towns. He dishes it to Pekovic, and the officials call a traveling violation.
You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Minnesota making a switch here. Zhang's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Stokes is checked in. 35 seconds left in the third. There's a screen. Wright sets a screen.
Conley.
Jeff Green on the wing, covered by Wiggins. They get it back and finished off by Wright.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Zhang. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Zhang's got 8 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Minnesota's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Carter is out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Stokes in at the center. The Grizzlies shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo. And
All right, now,
he's
take a
aging
break. Take a
gracefully.
break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards or those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. And Randolph drops them both.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick and roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
The drive by Green. Smith dishes to Randolph. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the basket by Stokes.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Timberwolves leading by 22. Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, or the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox but extremely gifted. A nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
Here's Stokes, following the score by Kevin Martin. Stokes kicks to Adams. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. To the middle. Payne with it, working on Randolph. Outside for Martin. Rubio the pass to Towns. Shot clock at 6. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 8th assist here tonight. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Randolph kicks to Adams. Back to Randolph from 17 feet out. And the shot no good, a bit short. Timberwolves leading by 23. It's Martin on the wing. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Stolen by Rubio. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. On the wing, Green. And another miss by Memphis.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Bielitsa kicks to Rubio.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Now here's Green. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, he had a nice open look right there.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And Rubio kicks to Bielitsa. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. That's good.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Smith kicks to Randolph. Shoots from 12. Kevin Martin grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Here's Smith. After Adrian Payne's bucket, Smith dishes to Green. He feeds it to Adams. Smith the pass to Adams. Randolph a screen on Martin. And Adams kicks to Randolph. The jump hook, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Towns kicks to Payne, stolen by Randolph. Martin against Adams. To the inside, Stokes.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Payne's shot is good.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Timeout. Guard it.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, it would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
And with that whole concept of playoff reseeding, so often we'll see a 2nd or 3rd seed team get a 6th or 7th seed team in the second round. Meanwhile, Greg, the top seed plays the 4th seed no matter what.
You know, I think in a few cases it would have made a major difference in how the playoffs would have played out. And quite frankly, I think it also puts more value on the regular season if that number 1 seed could play a 7th seed, if you will, in the second round. So I think that's something that the commissioner and the competition committee might want to reassess.
Here's Randolph. Rubio with the rebound. Rubio's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He was intent on running the offense through Randolph. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He wants them to also play at a very up-tempo pace, push the ball up the court as quickly as possible. That was his message. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the 4th. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's Conley after the miss from Ricky Rubio and the wide open shot from Green. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
There's the dish to Rubio. He kicks it to Wiggins. Lets it go from 11. The rebound by Jeff Green. Memphis has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And it's Conley penetrating. Pass to Gasol. Here's Randolph. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Towns. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Allen, that's good.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Here's Minnesota. It's an 18-point game. Here's Garnett attacking. Some solid defense from Randolph.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
A beautiful reverse layup.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Pass to Towns. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan player of the game. He didn't seem to need much time to warm up tonight. He made his first 4 shots in a row.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.